Namaste. Today's gentle flow is going to be centered around the subject matter of peace. I don't think any of us could have enough references towards peace, especially in today's world. And there are so many things that can offer us peace. Sometimes it's just being able not to be stressed or to be stirred emotionally, and that can bring us peace. Perhaps it's just things settling after they've been disrupted. There seemed to be a period at the beginning of the year where everything was kind of chaotic. And then there was this quiet period of peace, and everyone was like on edge, like what's going to happen next? Because everything had been so kind of crazed. But peace is such a beautiful thing to experience, whether you're experiencing it in your environment, whether you're experiencing it through a conversation, whether you're experiencing it in your, in your atmosphere, in your home, within your relationships. There's just something really calming about being at peace. I've heard that nature can be a portal to peace. And probably since March, I have been wanting to go hiking, and now it's May. And every time I wanted to go hike when the family was together on the weekend, there was some sort of excuse that got in our way. It was the weather, maybe it was too rainy or too cold. And then there were periods where somebody wasn't feeling well, someone was sick or had too much work to do, or none of all our schedules kind of came together so that it would be feasible for us to go. And a couple weekends ago, when we were all together, because we're all together every other weekend, I was like, no matter what, when we get back together, no excuses, we're going for a hike. And so that on this weekend. And here it is, what is today? May 16th. So yesterday, on Saturday, we told everybody we're getting up early. We're going to get out the door. We're going to go to Fall Creek Falls. We're going to go for a hike. And that's what we did. And that place and doing that activity brings me so much peace. And, we took the dogs, and one of the dogs we got right before the pandemic. So it's a pandemic puppy, not very socialized. And of course, the other one is. So it was an interesting go because one of them behaved beautifully and the other one was a little unruly at times. And that could disrupt our peace, but we had to be in the peace of understanding. This was new for her. And anyway, our subject matter is peace. And our meditation that we did earlier today, for those of you that wanted the meditation, was on inviting peace in and using the mantra peace. We invited in either the English word peace, or if that brought in too much imagery or symbology, I asked you to use the Sanskrit, which is Shanti. There's another word for peace in Hebrew that is Shalom. And I used to know the Spanish one, and you probably know it because Spanish is like a second language to most people here. I'm wanting to say it's paz. I'm not positive though. I should have looked it up before I started to record. But when we get to the meditation at the end of our practice, you can pick one of those terms for peace and use that as your mantra. And you can even use an affirmation for that matter. I am peace, or I am at peace. And we'll invite this into our practice. So let's see. What do we need? Grab all the props just in case, and we'll get started. Meet you on the mat. and start sitting. Bring your hands to prayer position at your heart. Sitting and breathing in and out through your nose. Inviting peace in. Breathing peace out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, invite peace into your mind and body. Breathing out, let it exude from your mind and body. Breathing in, breathe peace into your heart and soul. Breathing out, emit peace from your heart and soul. Breathing in peace. Breathing out peace. Peace in. Peace out. Inhaling. Exhaling peace. Peace goes beyond the absence of war. Peace goes beyond the absence of words. And peace goes beyond the absence of noise. Begin to question, what does peace mean to you? Perhaps peace is that feeling and knowing of neutrality. Peace that goes beyond what's right and what's wrong. Let's invite in the peace that passeth all understanding. And relax the arms down. And let your head release down to one shoulder. Take the fingertips to the top of the head and just barely add a weight. Nothing too fierce. You're not pulling, you're not tugging. It's just there. Keep your hand on your head, but turn the chin down. Inhale, lift the head to center, remove that hand, and take it to the other side. Hand props on top. Again, no pulling or tugging, just a little additional weight. And then turning the chin down towards the shoulder. Bringing the head up. Open up your throat. clasp your hands underneath the occiput. And then pull up through your side lats, up through your chest. Splay the elbows, lean the head into your hands, and keep pulling upward. Let your inner body be bright. As you exhale, bow the chin to the chest. Collapse the elbows. Again, not pulling or tugging, just being. And then draw the navel in, round through the shoulders. And then inhale, come up. These are our cat-cows today. So adding in the rounding this time. Chest explodes up and out as you breathe in. Chest deflates and sinks in as you breathe out. Pause here. Breathing in peace. Breathing out, radiating peace. Breathing peace into your heart. And then freely sending peace from the heart. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, lift your right arm. Exhale, cross it over towards your left knee. Do a spinal twist, just a light one. Inhale, right arm up, turn to face the front. Exhale, release the arm. Simple, gentle movement. Inhale. Opposite arm lifts. Exhale, cross it over. Inhale, arm up, face the front. Exhale, down. Again. Keep this going. Long, slow breaths. Slow, controlled movements. This time we'll include both arms. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist, flare the arms apart. One hand crosses over the lap and the other one behind the back. Inhale up. Notice how you can go a little deeper into the twist, utilizing both arms. Getting one out of the way so you can twist the shoulders, the upper back, and the neck a little bit more. Continue. Twist off as you breathe out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to take one arm across the chest, and then the opposite hand's going to come up underneath and take a hold of the upper arm, and you're just pulling it towards you. Lift up through the crown of the head and close your eyes. And breathe. Remember which arm you've crossed in front of you, and then widen both arms. Exhale, catch the other. And then close your eyes. Lock down into your hips. Rise up through the crown of your head. Inhale, both arms open. Draw your heart forward. Exhale, hands to heart, coming back like cat stretch. Continue, inhale. Exhale. Again. One more. Opening to peace. And closing it in your heart. Exhale, relax your hands down. All right, we're going to come away from a prop if you happen to be sitting on one. It's okay if you weren't. Have a strap close by. We're going to use that in a little bit. And we're going to come down to child's pose, extended form. So the arms are going to stretch out before you. Inhale, upward facing dog. You can do cobra or sphinx if that's better. Exhale to child's. Continue. This time on the exhale, take downward facing dog. Lining your body up. Rooting through the hands and the feet so your sits bones can be on the rise. Head bows between the arms. Breathing into the front and back side of your lungs. Allowing peace to enter every cell and fiber of your being. And as you exhale, sink your knees, circle the arms around you, sit back towards your heels, and down to your brow. Continue your breath work. Affirming as you hold. I release and relax now from all outer involvements and return to my inner haven of peace. Breathing in. Breathing out. And on your next inhalation, stretch the arms out in front of you again. Rock up to hands and knees. We're going to walk the hands over to the right side of the mat, keeping the hands shoulder distance apart. The left arm's going to reach out in front. We're going to dip halfway to the floor. We're going to grip our hands, pushing forward with the right, drawing back with the left, and then breathe into the left side body. Inhale, come up, walk the hands over to the left. Same thing, except this time the right arm's going to reach farther out. Left hand grips and pushes forward. Right hand grips and draws back. Inhale, coming back to center. Curling the toes under, launching back to downward facing dog. When you're ready, travel the feet forward towards your hands. Bow over and down. Find equanimity between the two legs and feet. And then clasp your hands just behind the base of your neck. Collapsing the elbows towards the temples without tightening or pulling. Just bringing a little traction into the neck. And when you're ready, elevate your heels, stretch out through your toes. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. If you're at the very top of the mat and on a hardwood floor, you may want to do the same because we're going to come up to toe balance first. And then we're going to exhale, come down to Thai Goddess, where we keep the toes tucked. We descend down to the knees. And if you need to lean forward onto your hands or fingertips, you can. But if you're available to do so, draw the shoulders back, aligning them over your hips. And breathe. Come forward. Relieve your feet. Come down. And you may need a visual before you recline to the floor because we're going to do something with the strap we haven't done before. So what we're going to do is we're going to lie on our back. We're going to keep one knee bent. The strap, and you can use a necktie, belt, scarf if you don't have a yoga strap. Instead of bringing the leg straight up, which we will eventually, we're actually going to send the leg forward so that the knees stay in alignment with each other. And then we're going to bend the right knee. We're going to pull back on the strap and push out with the heel of that foot. This is really more for the calf muscles. You don't have to pull a lot on the strap. It's really about pressing into the strap and pushing out through the heel. The strap or belt is at the ball of the foot below the toes. And then we're going to slowly sail the leg up. When we sail the leg up, we're going to hold here and make sure that your sacrum is not lifting away from the earth. Spread the toes wide. Find the stretch of your hamstrings. Slide your left foot forward just a notch so that you can take the right leg over your midline, and we're staying secure on the low back. But we're going to turn the foot. So we're going to turn the foot so that the pinky toe side of the foot is now pressing into the strap, and the sole of the foot is kind of turning off to the left. Breathe. It's a different stretch than we're used to, huh? I took a yoga therapy class last week, and this is one thing that we did. Now rotate the foot. So the ball of the foot is now pressing into the strap. Bring it back up. Take the ends of the strap together into your right hand. Keep your left knee standing. And then slowly open the leg off to the right. Now, you're not turning the foot this time, but you are pressing more of the inside of the foot closer to the mound of the big toe into your strap. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Take that ankle over the left. Pick up the left foot. Thread your hands behind your left thigh. And take eye of the needle pose. Scrunch in. Release down. As well as your hands, the foot can drop. And then we'll take that to the other side. So we'll need the strap again. Right knee will stay bent. Take the strap around the ball of the left foot. Carry and stretch that leg forward so the knees are in somewhat alignment. And then bend the knee. Pull gently on the strap and push out through your heel. Walk the hands up the strap. Line the leg up now more over your body. Moving into the hamstring stretch, spreading the toes. Drawing the leg as close as you can until you feel your edge of flexibility. Low back stays anchored to the ground. Before we send it across the body, slide your right foot a notch forward. Take both ends of the strap into your right hand. Lean it over you. And then put the knife edge of the foot, the pinky toe side, into the strap. So you're turning the sole of the foot to face away from you. This is usually tight for everyone, so don't be too alarmed. Rotate the foot into the strap. Open it out to the side. Keeping the right knee standing up. And then press a little bit more through the mound of that big toe. That will fire into the inseam of the leg a little bit more. Inhale, bring it back up. Remove the strap. Cross that ankle over the right knee. Pick up the right foot. Place the hands behind. Perhaps curling in. Releasing back down. All right, we're going to release our hold. Allow the soles of the feet to come together. And note if this is too much today, right? If you're already feeling a really strong sensation here, you can place blocks under your knees or a bolster under your thighs. Hands can take residence on the belly. Close the eyes. Remember, our theme today is inviting and breathing in peace. Allowing that to ripple within and without. You can even use the mantra, I am at peace. Just the singular word, peace, or shanti, paz, or shalom. Draw the knees back up. Catch them with your arms. Apanasana, wind release. I reduce all my scattered forces to rise up and away into the sky, to return to a state of peace. On your next in-breath, open the arms, lift the legs skyward. Waterfall. Exhale back to Apanasana. New flow. Inhale. Exhale. Continue. Two more. On this last one, inhale, waterfall. Exhale, Konasana. Widen the feet apart. Pump the heels up. Send the toes down. 3 cleansing breaths. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Draw the legs together, roll to your right side, and casually come up. We're going to create a slide, but we're going to do it a little different. Normally, we do it like this, you know, the tall block, the medium-sized block. Today, it's going to be the medium-sized block at the back and a smaller size in the front. So the slide is not going to be as steep. Okay, so it's a little bit lower. Make sure it's firm, not gonna collapse or cave in. And then you may want me to demonstrate what we're gonna do. Again, this is something new I learned from that yoga therapy. So what we're gonna be doing is lifting the leg up, flexing through that ankle. We'll turn the knee out like so. And then we'll stretch the leg over the other. And then back to center. And then we'll go into that whole flow again. Now, what I want you to notice, okay, so go ahead and pick up your right. Let's start with the right. So pick up your right leg and flex the foot. And I want you to notice when you do that, how you have the tendency to kind of shift your weight a little bit to the left. All right, so bring the foot back down and notice it's even again. All right, lift it up. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be using your arms and putting weight and pressure into the arms so that you stay stable in the upper body, so that you're not tempted to lean one way or the other, which requires a little bit more work, right, from you than just restoring. So I promise we'll restore after this. So have your arms kind of gripping down into your mat to create the stability. That's what we're looking for, stability. Flex the right foot, lift it up. You're not lifting very high, maybe 3, 4, no higher than 6 inches. Breathe. And bend the knee and flare it open. Stretch the leg over the other. Bringing the leg back to where you started and hover. Turn the hip and knee out. Stretch the leg over. Back to where you started. Hip and knee out. Cross it over. Back to where you started. Breath stays open and free flowing. Hip, knee, turn out. Cross it over the straight leg. Bring it back and hover. And release. All right, that's some work, right? Okay, grip your hands. We're going to the left. Flex the feet. Hover that left heel. Notice how it activates the arms, the core, the legs, the hips, the glutes. Trying to fire into those too. Turn the knee and the hip out. Cross it over the midline. Try not to grip your teeth. Send the leg back to center and hover. We'll keep going. Knee and hip turn out. Cross it over the straight leg. Bring it to hover. Hip and knee wing open. Over the midline. Back to where you started. Knee, hip open. I'll sit over the straight leg. Back to where you started. One more set. Knee, hip, turn open. Stretch it over the straight leg. Stabilize. Try not to linger, tilt. Back to where we started. And release. Flip-flop the feet in and out. Flip your palms open. Just rest and restore a moment. Bend the knees. I said a moment. Turn to one side. And we'll get rid of the props. We're gonna turn down on one side, cup a hold at the head, straighten out through your legs. Now, instead of having the legs at an angle, because sometimes I allow you to do that, we're gonna try to stay in a straight line. We're gonna use the left hand in front of us to help us with balance. We're gonna move into Anahatasana, but not the regular way. We're gonna do it a more therapeutic way. I learned this from my first teacher. I got to take a class with her this past week, and she is now a certified yoga therapist. So we're gonna inhale, lift the left leg up. And as we exhale and come down in front, we turn the toe down to tap, heel up, okay? And then inhale, lift the leg skyward again. And then exhale, tap the toe behind the right foot, okay? Inhale up. Exhale, tap the big toe. So you're rotating the inner, or I should say the outer thigh in. Inhale, lift the toe skyward. Exhale again, inner rotation as the big toe taps. Continue. One more. The full set is coming forward, flaring it up, and then sending it behind. All right, we're going to change it. Inhale, foot up. Exhale, keep the toes turned up and set more towards the heel, and you may not even be able to set to the floor. Inhale, foot up. Exhale, that internal rotation again behind you. Inhale, leg lifts. Now we're doing external rotation, landing towards the heel, keeping the toes up in front. Inhale. Exhale, down to the heel, toes turn up. Internal rotation behind like we did earlier. Inhale, take it skyward. This time, if you want to hold, you can. So even though it feels like, oh my goodness, we're working a lot with the legs and the feet, we're working with the legs and the feet to not only help them, but to free up the hips. All right, now we can bend the knees and we'll come up and we'll switch to the other side. Anatasana. What's weird is I hardly ever teach this pose, maybe just a number of times through the year. And I just taught this pose last week before I went to her class. So line up on one line. Inhale the right leg lifts, toes point. And remember the first few rounds, we're doing internal rotation in the front. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, internal rotation so that the toe taps the floor in front and behind the grounded leg. So we're beginning with just the internal rotation. Tapping the big toe, once in front and once behind. And then that will create one sequence or one round. And just keep it flowing. All right. So the next time you inhale, lift the leg, you're going to externally rotate that front thigh like you are when you're lifting it skyward, except you're keeping it that way. So the heel taps down and the toes turn up. And then you can do the internal rotation with the big toe tapping behind you. So external as it lifts and descends in front. That's hard for me to control on the side. And then exhale with the internal to the big toe behind you. Don't worry if it doesn't touch the floor. You're just going that direction. So don't force it. Don't get mad at yourself if you can't. All right, last one. Then when you lift it, you can hold it. And breathe, of course. Exhale, release. We'll flip to the belly and come to Sphinx. Lengthening the leg bones back, pressing the feet lightly into the mat, turning on the glutes, lifting up through the chest. Grip the hands into the mat, and it's like you're trying to pull your fingertips towards you, and you're also trying to drive the heart to the fingertips. Notice what that turns on in the upper body. And then breathing in peace. Breathing out peace. Peace in. Peace out. Peace in. Peace out. Slide your hands back, come to your brow. Inhale, table. Exhale, extended child's. Inhale, table. Exhale, downward facing dog. From Adho Mukha Svanasana, inhale, you're going to lift your left leg halfway up. Press through the hands, lift up and out through the left heel. Swing that foot through, land it down. Draw the shoulders back behind the ears, look forward. Ground the back heel to the sticky mat. Inhale the arms up. And then straighten the front leg. And then as you exhale, arms down, lunge the knee. And then we're going to go back and forth here. Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift the arms. Exhale, keep the spine erect and just lunge the front knee. You don't want to lean forward because that's going to prohibit what we're trying to receive through the back leg. So this is a warrior sequence. Calm your warring mind down. Inviting peace in. Let go of any mental conflict that you have with yourself or others. Peace in. Peace out. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, bring that right elbow down towards the outer portion of the front knee. Inhale, right arm up. Left hand can be on your waist. Exhale again. Just a little twist. Back foot stays planted. We're not going into a deep twist, but it's still a rotation. Both arms up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg halfway up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, swing the foot through. Stay on the fingertips, lift the head, radiate the heart. Spill down your back heel. When you're ready, bring the arms up. And then push heavy into your right foot. Straighten that leg up. Exhale, lower the arms, lunge the front knee. Keep the spine erect over the hips. Continue. Breathing in and up. Breathing out, lowering the arms, lunging the knee. Continue. Right hand to hip. Straighten the front leg, lift the left arm. Exhale, lunge the knee, elbow crosses over, turning the face to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Both feet stay planted. Control breathing, control movements. Both arms up. Exhale, lunge the knee. Now release the hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Creating space between each vertebra. Creating more space in your mind and heart for the ripples of peace to flow in and out. Inhale, come up to the tippy toes. Exhale, drop low through your heels. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink to the knees. Come back to child's. Any variation will do. But affirming within, I release now from all outer involvements and return to my inner haven of peace. Slide your hands alongside your knees and slowly come up. Okay, we're going to come down onto our seat and we're going to grab a block. The block is going to come in between the feet, like so. And once you do this, go ahead and press the feet into the block. Stack your hands behind your back. Fold your knees open and then use your feet to squeeze the block. So this is creating some tension in the hips. This is actually from a book that I bought years ago. I think it's called Cool Yoga Tricks. I'm looking at my books right now. I'm pretty sure that's the book this is in. And it shows different recipes, different techniques for different variations of poses. And this one is meant to create the tension in the hips so that when we go to open the hips in the regular fold, then we'll go a little deeper. All right, let go of that squeezing of the block. Now slide the feet together. You may feel already freer in the hips a little bit. And then we'll open the feet out, lift up through the chest, and then hinge over the feet. Baddha Konasana. Affirming here as you hold secure in myself, I accept whatever is. Think about if that was really a higher truth or a statement of utmost truth, how much peace that could offer us. Secure in myself, I accept whatever is. It's being in that place of neutrality, not resisting, accepting. Inhale, let's slowly come up. All right, we are going to use a block again. And we're going to first move into restorative bridge. So come down to your back, have your knees bent, press through the feet, lift up energetically, slip the block under you, so that it feels comfortable to rest on. Feet are secure, knees are up, back is propped, breath is full. All right, feel free to open the eyes because we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. When we lift the right leg up, we're going to rotate the ankle, circling the foot around and around and around. Keep going. And then reverse it. You can have a slight bend in the right knee as you do the ankle rotations. And then point and flex. Point and flex. Continue. And then release the foot. All right, inhale, left leg up. You can have a soft bend in that knee, and we'll start the ankle rotations. Swirling the foot one direction. You can imagine you're drawing a circle with the big toe. Now reverse it. Doing more than we typically do. I want you to really feel it today. And point and flex. Point and flex. And usually I point on the inhale and flex on the exhale if you want to coordinate it with the breath. And then release the left foot. Now that we've turned on the feet, spread the toes, power down into the feet, and turn on your hamstrings and glutes. Lift away from the block, slide it out to the side. See if you can shift and tuck your shoulders under the body. You don't have to lace your hands, but if they can come together, do that. Keep the knees and thighs narrow. One more breath. And then inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, lower down one vertebrae at a time. Draw the left knee in. Hug it with your hands. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch the left leg long. Exhale, now hug your right knee in. Inhale, stretch out the arms and the right leg. Now exhale, walk the feet a little wider and then fan the arms downward. Close your eyes, cover your body. We're ready for Shavasana. If you feel perfectly content and at peace, just remain. Breathing in, I bring peace to my mind and body. Breathing out, I send out the peace from my mind and body. Breathing in, I breathe peace into my heart and soul. Breathing out, I give peace from my heart and soul. Breathing in peace. Breathing out peace. Receiving peace. Allowing peace. Breathing in peace. Accepting peace. Peace in. Peace out. Be at peace. Start to maneuver your hands and feet. And And eventually make your way up to a formal seat. Sitting tall and attentive. And I want to share with you a quote. And I believe it's from Saint Francis. It is. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and with a calm spirit. Try not to lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. Maintain your peace. Bring your hands to prayer position at your heart. May we all walk away from this practice being free and at peace in our bodies, hearts, and minds. May we walk away from this practice being free and at peace from anything out of our control, from anything imposed upon us by another, or by any internal stressors of our own. Om peace, peace, peace. Thank you for joining me today.